Hi, good morning. Happy Wednesday. I'm actually getting out of the house. I want to tell y'all I got a card in the mail yesterday. So, the strangest things happened to me. But let's go with the card first. I got a card and it says, Tracy the Delight. I love your daily videos. I love your stories past and present. I would like to meet you someday at the Florida airport and go to the mall, haha, and a hotel in Miami. You and your family have a blessed Easter season. Keep going, girl. Deb. Thank you, Deb. I appreciate that. And that about the airport in Miami, that goes back to a video if you haven't seen it, where I had a dream that the airport and a mall and a hotel were all basically in the same building, which I think is still a great idea, except if if a pain goes down, that's not gonna be good. If a pain goes down, but you know what? If a pain goes down, it's not gonna be good anyway, right? So I'm still gonna stick with my good idea. I'll be right back. Penny's standing at the door looking at me. Yes, I leave that door open, but it is locked. It's got a deadbolt on it. And let me tell you something. Miss Joan watches that door like a hawk. Like a hawk. That's her kitchen, sink, and table where she eats. Everything stares right at that door. So you ain't got to worry about nothing because she's on it. Doggone it. Look. So the funny thing is, I had cat litter on auto delivery through Amazon because, you know, it's a heavy bag. And I thought, hey, shave. What is wrong with me? I can never talk. Save my shoulders some pain and agony by having it delivered, and then I just have to drag it in the house, right? Right. So I got the box from Amazon, and on my Amazon app, it said litter delivered. Yeah, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. I got my litter. And then I opened the box to take the litter out. It wasn't litter. It was a case of Pampers wipes. I don't need Pampers wipes, okay? So I put in to return the litter, because it wasn't litter, because it was Pampers wipes. And I was like, okay, I'll just take it and return it, and we're good to go. Except the next day, I got my litter. Yeah. Well, guess what? I can't return the Pampers because I returned the litter yesterday. Since I no longer need litter, I was like, well, you can't make a return on something that you didn't buy. So anyway, I am donating it to a friend of mine who, her daughter just had twins, and she's gonna need Pampers wipes. You know what I'm saying? So they will not go to waste. But anyway, I go to the UPS store to return the litter, and that's when I got the card. So that was a very long story just to say I got a card. But you know, that's how I tell stories. So now I'm at the gas station and I'm gonna get gas, and then I'll be back to tell you where we're going. Okay, before I take off, I want to show y'all my new shoes, because I like to show stuff when I get it. These are Rikas, and they're podiatrist recommended, you know, for old people feet, I guess. But they're super comfortable, and that's like a socky material, and they're bendy, and they've got the arch in there. I got them from QVC, and they were on sale for like $45. And this is like the first pair of shoes I've ever gotten that I don't have to wear socks with, because I have a problem, like those cute little tie-up shoes that you're supposed to wear without socks, or with the little, see when your feet are tiny, those little no-show socks, they don't work. They still show, because they're made for feet 6 to 11. You think that's gonna fit a child size 3? An adult size 5? No. So it comes up the back, out of the back of the shoe. Yeah. But these are the only pair of shoes I've ever found that are comfortable without shock. Shock. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I can't chalk, okay? Okay, so where are we going? My bestie sent me an email, good Lord. Sent me a text and said, what you doing? And I was like, well, was cleaning. What you got in mind? And she said, well, I can't have lunch with my dad today, so I want to know if you want to have lunch. And I was like, okay. I said, where do you want to go? She said, I don't know. I said, well, my 2 favorites, y'all know, Chick-fil-A, Longhorns. She was like, well, I'd rather have Longhorns. I said, I'm never going to turn down a Flo's filet. Because I do be loving my Flo's filet. So we're going to Longhorns. Longhorns. I'm so excited to go to Longhorns and see my bestie. Mostly to see my bestie, but also to have Longhorns. Yeah. But I'm very excited. But anyway, back to the shoe. Yeah, so I ordered them from the QVC and they came yesterday. And anytime there's a package on my porch, the girls come get it and they bring it around to me, because apparently I can't walk to the front porch myself and get it. I mean, I don't care, but they run it around to me. Phoenix was trying to come in and Naomi said, we're not going in. We're giving her the week off. It's down to a week, right? And she said, we're not going to come till Monday. And Phoenix said, why? And she said, because she's grieving. And she was like, what's grieving? I said, well, it's when you lose something. I said, you need some time off to rest, you know, like recharge, because it takes a lot out of you, you know. And she goes, so we don't get to come over? I said, no. Phoenix, Naomi was like, come on. And so they left, but not until Naomi said, well, I mean, I know we can't come until Monday, but when can you take us to that candy store? It's like, you little heifer. You little heifer. I've been promising to take her to this candy store, but she always asks me, like, you know, Tuesday night at 7 o'clock or Easter Sunday, when are we going to go? And I'm like, well, they're closed. I mean, like, we got to go when, you got to tell me or ask me when they're actually open. Open. So, anyway, I'll be back, okay? Okay. Hello. And just like that, I'm back from lunch. We hung around a long time, and then I was like, maybe we should free up his table. You know, so we'll go outside. So then we moved outside, and we stayed out there a long time talking. And then I was like, well, my leg's on fire from the sun. I'm just going to whine, okay? Because this sun be hot, okay? And anyway, then I left lunch and all the laughter that we had there. And I stopped off at Ulta because I needed more eyeliner. And I really needed something for these brows, because my brow liner quit. It ran out. So I got a new kind. It's kind of like on a brush, like a mascara brush. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. They might look like caterpillars or Woolyboogers on my, you know, those little brown Woolyboogers. Speaking of those, when the girls came over Easter morning, Naomi had on makeup, and she had on a lot of, it looked like black eyeshadow on her eyebrows. And her mom said, why'd you bring your cousins with you? Talking about her eyebrows. Anyway, they were just really thick. And she was like, I don't know. But yeah, she had them on a wee tad much. But I hope I don't end up looking like that. Like the little Woolyboogers on my eyes. Because I really just need a little help here on the outer edges where they get a little sparse, you know. But anyway, and then I came on, well, that's not true. I didn't come on home. Then I went through the Chick-fil-A to get me a lemonade, because what is an outing without a lemonade? Am I right? So I got me a lemonade, and then I came on home. I did go in Five Below and picked up the girls this. It's like a giant frisbee, but it's got a hole in the center like a donut, but it flies. You know, it's like a canvas on a ring, and so I think that'll probably be fun. And picked them up some little candy to give them. Naomi still says they're not coming till Monday, even though they have come by to check on me every day. But I'm standing by them waiting till Monday. I mean, why not, right? I mean, you know, whatever. It seems like there was something funny I was going to tell y'all. And now I can't remember what it is. Except I was telling Kim, we started playing with our key fobs. And then I couldn't figure out how to get the cover off my key fob. And I sat in the car and fiddled with that for forever. And finally figured out how to get the cover off of it. And then I was like, but how do I crank my car? Because there's no place to put a key. And she said, I think you have to lift that thing up right there, like that sack looking thing where your gear is, you know. She said, I think you have to lift that up and you can crank it. And I was like, I said, what? I said, look, I can't ask my dad about this because he'll be like, you didn't read the book? Look, I've told y'all I can't read books. Now, as she said, if I have to look up something specific, as you're supposed to say, then I can look that up and I'll remember it. But don't sit me down with a whole book to read like that. I've already told y'all that. I can't sit and read a book. Not like that. I'll be like, what have I read? I don't even know what I've read. So there ain't no point in sitting down and reading it. But, I mean, I could get the book out and look that up to see how to crank it without a key. I mean, you know, like if that push button don't work or something. But truth be told, or as my other friend Kim says, truth to tell, I'll probably just look it up on a YouTube video because that makes it easier on me and I don't have to get that book out. Yeah. And then I made her look at it. Look at it. Do you see it? Look at it. So there's just that knot there that y'all can't see, but it sure does hurt. And the chiropractor keeps working on it, and she said yesterday it was crunchy. I was like, okay. Why is it crunchy? She said, well, it's probably arthritis. Okay. Why's it got a knot in it if it's just arthritis? I don't know, but I don't want to go to the doctor. Because he'll say, we got to do surgery. That's all they ever say when I go to the hand doctor. I've had too many surgeries on my hands. But anyway, I'm about to paint my toes. I got important things to do, like paint my toenails. So they about to be the hottest pink you've ever seen, okay? But I hope y'all are having a great day. Remember, I love you. Jesus loves you. I hope he's coming back soon because people be crazy. And I'll talk to you on the next one, okay? Toodles.